All right, guys, let's check our homework from yesterday. So please open your reader's notebook at the correct page. All right, guys. So let's have a look. Like space. Number 1, kiwi.
As soon as the rain stopped, the children hurried outdoors to play.
Good job. Well done. Awesome work, kiwi. Okay, number 2. Please, can you read that for me, Mickey?
When a wolf is howling, you can hear it from far away.
Good job. Okay, number 3. Read number 3 for me, please, Ming Huang.
Poodle safely sleep in her doghouse.
Good job. Well done. And the rest of the sentence, please. The full sentence. Our poodle.
Our poodle safely sleep in her doghouse where it is warm and dry.
Good job. Number 4. Susie, can you read that for me, please?
When the birthday girl came in, everyone jumped up and shouted surprise.
Good girl. Well done. Number 5. Leo.
Will it be sunny today or will we have showers?
Good job. Well done. Will it be sunny today or will we have showers? Number 6. Hacker, please.
Number 6, the sunflower seed that we plant grew into tall plant and bright yellow blooms.
Blooms. Okay. Number 7. Lekang.
Tom still haven't found the jacket that he lost last month.
Good job. Mia, number 8.
The bus was so rowdy that a lot of
Crowded.
fires
Crowded.
crowded that a lot of liars had to stand up.
Good girl. Well done, Mia. And last one, Tweechy, please.
If the children get too rowdy, they might wake the baby.
Good girl. All right, let me clear my screen and we're going to go on to the next page for homework. Okay, same thing. Okay, number 1. Hannah, please read that for the class.
You're going to have to kneel to change that wheel.
Absolutely, good girl. So when you kneel, you get down on one leg. And let's see. Quang Hai, can you do that one for me?
A person was a clown with her cow.
With her
Crown.
crown. Good job. Well done. Susie, can you help with that one? Good girl, Susie. Why would you paint a frown on a clown? The answer I'm looking for here is pout in the wreck. So the Navy hurt her neck in the wreck. Okay, number 8, Lekang.
Be careful with that plow around the cow.
Good girl. Be careful with that plow around the cow.
You should get this amount when you break.
So when you count, you should get this amount when you count. So when you count up all the money, you should get this amount. Number 10, can you do that one for me, please? Mia.
Before you start to write, turn on a light.
Good job. Before you start to write, turn on a light or turn on the light. Okay, and let's focus on our lesson today. Okay, guys, so the first word we have today is familiar. Listen as I say it. Familiar. Now you try. Everyone unmute and say familiar. Good job. Lovely work, guys. Okay, have a look at this sentence. This illustration is from a familiar or well-known story. It is from Cinderella. The word familiar is an adjective. That means it's a word that we use to describe a noun. Now, what did you guys learn about the word familiar? What does it mean? Emma, have a look here. Teddy, can you read this whole page for me?
Adjective. Familiar means something that is known because it's experienced often. Which foods are most familiar to you?
Good job. To you, what are some types of foods that you see all the time? They are very familiar to you. I'll go first. Bananas are familiar to me. Hannah.
Berries are familiar to me.
Good girl. Well done. Quang Hai?
Pineapple is familiar to me
Good job. Oh, sorry, Quang Hai. Go ahead.
Because I eat a lot of time and it is very delicious. But sometimes if you eat too much, they can make your lip hot.
Yes.
I have something one time.
Absolutely. So you need to be careful. You need to cut the skin off the pineapple before you eat it because the skin has acid on it and can cause you to burn your lips. Yes, absolutely. Good job, Quang Hai. Have a look here, guys. Does anyone recognize this cartoon? Is this cartoon familiar to anybody? Click the raise your hand button if you are familiar with this cartoon. Okay, quite a lot of people are raising their hand. I'm going to ask Kwang Ming. Kwang Ming, what can you tell me about this cartoon? What's the name of it?
This cartoon is Dora.
Very good. And do you know any of these characters' names?
Yes.
Can you tell me who this is?
Sunil.
And this?
Nobita.
And this?
Doraemon.
And this?
Izuka.
And this character too.
Giant.
Very good. Now, Doraemon is a new cartoon for me. I have never seen Doraemon until I had come to Vietnam. It is not a very popular cartoon in my country, so I am not familiar with Doraemon. I don't know any of the names apart from this little character. I know that this is Doraemon, but I could not name any of the other characters because it is not familiar to me. Now, have a look here. Here is a kids show that is familiar to me. I used to watch this when I was very, very young. Click the raise your hand button if this is familiar to any of you. Oh, wow. Okay, so Teddy and Susie have raised their hands. So I'm going to ask Teddy. Teddy, do you know the name of this or these characters?
Forgot, but I think I used to watch them a little bit when I was a kid too.
Oh, very good. I love that you watch this here in Vietnam. So I think it's an American show and it's called The Teletubbies. And this is very familiar to me. So I could actually name each of these characters. Now, help me make a sentence using the word familiar. Quang Ming, can you make a sentence using the word familiar? What's something that is familiar to you?
That book is familiar to me.
Very good. Harry Potter is a familiar book to me. I have seen it and heard about it a lot. Okay, our second word of the day is applause. Can everyone say applause?
Applause.
Good job.
I think applause means the clapping.
Good girl. Applause is clapping. Well done, Hannah. Awesome work. Have a look here. Can you please read this whole page for me? Let's go for Cindy.
Applause is clapping. People clap to show that they like something. Have you ever been in a crowd that gave a round of applause? Tell about it.
Good job. So guys, something you probably hear me say a lot is, can you give so-and-so a round of applause? And when I ask you to give someone a round of applause, it means I ask you all to clap your hands together to show that you are impressed or proud of or enjoyed something. So let's answer this question. Have you ever been in a crowd that gave a round of applause? Yes or no? Click the raise your hand button. Okay, let's go for Quang Hai. Tell me about a time you were sat in a crowd that gave a round of applause.
When I was in movie show and first there was never it is not the applause is not big, but when the good and the good parts are in the movie and the crowd are very applause, and that means
The
I applause
crowd
too,
gave.
because it is very
Good. So you would say the crowd, not the crowd applause, because applause is a noun, not a verb, but you would say the crowd gave a round of applause.
the crowd gave a round of applause, and everyone laughed because it is a funny moment.
Good job. Absolutely. Well done, Quang Hai. Okay, have a look, guys. Would you give applause after these events or at these events? I'm going to shout it. I'm going to say the words here, and you're going to say yes if you would give applause, or no if you wouldn't give applause. So let's have us all unmuted. Okay, would you give applause after a wonderful concert?
Yes.
Yes. Would you give applause after your baby brother sings a song?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm getting some yes, and I'm also getting some no. I guess it depends on how good your baby brother sang. Next, would you give applause when you answer the phone? No. That would confuse the caller a lot. Would you give applause when you sleep? No, definitely not. You might wake everyone up if everyone is sleeping. Okay, good job, guys. Well done. Let me clear the screen. Okay, have a look. Make a sentence with the word. Make a sentence with the word applause. Be very careful, guys. This is something I really want you to watch out for in your homework. To applaud is a verb, but we're learning the word applause. So you can say give applause. Have a look at my sentence. Miss Rachel makes everyone give a round of applause to a student that has the best homework. Can you please make your own sentence, Cindy?
I give applause when I watch a singing of
A singing performance. Good girl. Yeah. Lovely. Great, great sentence. Good girl, Cindy. And can I please have Susie? One more sentence.
Get a round of applause to me because my test grade is high.
Very good. Well done. You got a round of applause because your test grade was super high. Good girl, Susie. All right. The next word we have here is vacant. Can everyone please say vacant? Well done, guys. Have a look. This old movie theater is vacant. Nobody comes here anymore. The word vacant is an adjective. So again, it's a describing word that we use to tell more about a noun. Emma, can you please read this whole page for me?
Vacant means empty. Have you ever had to find a vacant seat on a crowded bus?
Okay, have a look here, guys. So vacant means empty. So usually when someone buys an apartment or they buy a house, it is vacant. It's empty. There is no furniture inside, no sofas, no TVs, and you have to bring all of your belongings from your old house and put them into your new house. Have a look here, guys. Please make a sentence using the word vacant. Here's my example. I would decorate a vacant room with lots of plants, lights, and art. So here's a little prompt. How would you decorate a vacant room? If you had an empty room, what would you put inside of it? Tell me. You can use this sentence to help you. I would decorate a vacant room with what? What would you put in there? Steve?
I will put some art and my belonging.
Yeah, you would put art and your belongings in a vacant
room.
Lovely, well done. Okay, last one. Oh, it's up here already. Okay, so this word is rickety. Lots and lots of adjectives today. Can everyone please say rickety? Very good. It's quite a fun word to say. Rickety. Now, some puppet theaters are rickety and can easily collapse. So if something collapses, it falls down. Have a look, guys. As I said, rickety is an adjective. What does it mean? Can you please read it for me? Let's go for Ming Huang. Rickety means
Shaky,
shaky.
tricky, unlikely to fall apart.
Ming Huang, did you mute yourself? There's still more on this page. Can you read this, please?
How would you feel if you had to walk over a rickety bridge?
So let's answer this question. How would you feel if you had to walk over a rickety bridge like this?
I feel nervous when I cross a rickety bridge.
Good girl. Okay, who else? Mickey, what do you think? How would you feel?
I will feel scared when I walk in a rickety
Bridge.
bridge.
Good girl. So I would feel scared if I had to walk across a rickety bridge. Good girl. Have a look here. Last thing that I want to do today is to make a sentence. Have a look at my sentence. Walking over a rickety bridge makes me feel scared. Who else can come up with a sentence using the adjective rickety? Have you ever seen something that is rickety before? Maybe you can tell me about it in your sentence. Good job, Susie and Hannah. Your hands have been up a lot. Hannah, I'm going to go with you first. Can you give me a sentence?
Walking over a tons of rickety stairs will make me very worried and scared.
Good girl, Hannah. Said Kwikang.
Mm, standing on a rickety stick made me feel scared.
Standing on a rickety stick makes me feel scared. Good. If you're standing on a rickety plank, you're going to feel worried. Good job. Okay, and last one. Cindy, go ahead.
This walking over the rickety bridge make me feel nervous.
Nervous. Good girl. Well done, Cindy. Awesome work, guys. Okay, that brings us to the end of our vocabulary lesson. So for homework today, guys, your homework is vocabulary words. Write it 3 times. Write the definition 1 time. And give me 2 sentences for each word. Not just 1 sentence, 2 sentences this time. So I want a total of 8 sentences. So that's 2 sentences for each word, and there is a grand total of 4 words. Then make sure that you read over the extra vocabulary words and find out the definition of the next 4 vocabulary words. Okay, guys, so yes, please remember to show up on time tomorrow. I don't want anyone missing the homework check. All right, guys, that is the end of our lesson today. I'm going to stop sharing my screen with you and I'm going to say goodbye. Goodbye. Have a wonderful day. Make sure you upload your homework by 9 p.m. See you tomorrow.